Good evening. I'm good old Hank.
Good evening. I'm good old Garry.
Good evening. I am good old Bill.
We belong to a mutual admiration society, my buddies and me. We belong to a mutual admiration society. You're just as nice as you can be.
Why, Garry, you're twice as nice as me.
No, Garry, you're thrice as nice as we. Oh, what a happy family. You're strong and handsome, brave and true.
And that's not all. I'm modest, too.
You're really grand. I'd like to shake your hand. My buddies and me, we belong to a mutual admiration society.
Your dancing is the greatest yet.
You sang divinely at the Met.
Your jokes are funny.
So was your trip to Africa. Why, Bill, you're Pittsburgh's pride and joy.
You're Baltimore's beloved boy.
Now through the years, we'll make like musketeers. My buddies and me, oh, we belong to a mutual admiration society.
Why, you're solid when you play the drum.
But you always smile, you're never glum. And you know, your wife's a lovely, lovely girl, man.
Oh, Garry, she's your greatest fan. Your great commercials stop the show.
You're a genius.
How'd you know?
We friendly gents, disdainting compliments. My buddies and me, oh, we belong to a mutual admiration society. My buddies and me, my buddies and me, my buddies and me, oh, oh, my buddies and me. We belong to a mutual admiration society. Now you think that we forgot our lady friends, but we have not.
May Emerson is in a show. She can't be with us no more.
But dear old Jayne, she'd never leave.
She's down in Florida with Steve.
But please don't shriek, 'cause she'll be back next week. Jayne Meadows will be, 'cause she belongs to our mutual admiration society. My buddies and me, oh, we belong to a mutual admiration society.
I've Got a Secret, starring Garry Moore.
You are applauding out of extraordinary kindness. Thank you very much. I hope that we will deserve it before the evening is over. I will say this, that it appears now that we are not the only people who belong to a mutual admiration society. As you may know, last week at the end of our show, we told you that good old Bill Cullen had been neglected, and we asked you to send him in worthless junk. Anything you might have in your closets, your attics, your bureau drawers, and send them to good old Bill, CBS, New York.
Yeah.
Well, you sent your junk. By noon on Thursday, the mail had begun to trickle in. And, Bill, I would like you to see as much of the mail as we have been able to open up until noon today. Will you raise the curtains, please? Crazy? Beautiful? Gee, just what I've always wanted, Garry. Let me tell you that up until noon today, you folks had sent in more than 148,000 pieces of mail. 148,000, containing the most amazing variety of things you can possibly imagine. And all of a sudden, we had to call United Van Line, and up to now, United Van has made 4 trips to the local post office. We filled up an entire storage room in the United Van Line warehouse here in New York. Now, obviously, the courteous thing for me to do at this time would be to mention the names of everybody who sent something in. But we figured this out. If each name took just 3 seconds to read, and I started right now, and I did nothing but mention names through the whole show, and all through next week's show, and the show after that, I would have to keep on reading nothing but names until the show of November 21st, 1961. So I think you will just have to thank good old Bill's, or accept good old Bill's thanks, and the thanks certainly of everybody connected with I've Got a Secret. Now, when the packages first began to pour into the office, our staff began to open them and list the contents. They couldn't finish it. Bill, are you going to finish this job?
Ooh, well, I don't think so, Gary, because we figured out that if I gave up show business, such as it is, and gave all my time to opening these packages, and if I opened one every minute for 8 hours a day, every day in the week, it would take me until early March of 1958.
No kidding.
And I can't afford it.
Listen, we're loaded with statistics. You know, Bill can't send thank you notes to each person, you know, neither a letter nor a postcard. And we worked it out that if he hired a secretary, and she wrote an envelope and a letter every 10 minutes, let's see, during an ordinary 8-hour working day, it would take her 12 and a half years, and it would cost Bill $36,000, paying her $1.50 an hour, which is nice. $36,000 for that, and it would be $4,500 for postage. It would be $5,200 for stationery, $94 for erasers. Didn't we figure that out? Good. Yeah. And $78.35 for typewriter ribbon. The grand total coming to $78,000, wasn't it? $45,874.35.
And to show you the kind of thing that's happened, just a moment before we went on the air, I got a telegram here from a fellow by the name of Bob Reeves of Great Neck, New York. He says, Gary, I am in the middle of a bridge in one of the worst traffic tie-ups in history. My 30-foot truck trailer turned over, loaded with 4,000 Shell oil cans and 2 automobile bodies for Bill Cullen. They are scattered as far as you can see. Boy, what a mess.
We'll go pick them up.
Says we can't make it. Please tell Bill we operate New York's largest gas stations in Ridgewood. Let's go look at some stuff here, huh? You won't believe it. Just won't believe it. Not junk. It's beautiful, lovely stuff.
Junk marching up and down again. There we are.
I got you.
Hey, look at this, Gare. Is this Goodson or Todman?
Hey, we can find out. We'll interview him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Would you mind taking in a few words?
He can't answer you. He's extinct.
It's Goodson. That's the one that doesn't.
What? You got my
You can tell from over
Look
here.
at here. Hey, Bill.
What?
Look.
What do we got? Oh, a suitcase. I never... Without a handle. What is that?
That is a stuffed alligator, and it's real alligator skin. And let me say...
I would imagine.
I mean, it isn't fake, is what it is.
This is a little silly.
This is nice. Oh, Senor Wentz. Senor Wentz's assistant in here.
Now, look at here. Now, look at here. We're not reading any names because to favor one would be to favor all. You want, Bill, would you hold my cane, please, old man?
I'll be glad to.
This came through the mail quite safely.
Oh, aren't they lovely? Aren't they lovely? What are they? Alligators?
Them white mices. Little white mices. Night, ladies. Little white mices. Hey, look at that. Now, I'm going to put them back in here because I don't want them to get hurt or get crushed. But they arrived quite safely. I must say that while some of the folks were taking a chance, everything turned out happily. We got about 100 baby chicks, all of them live. A couple of kittens, they arrived fine and in good shape. As I say, there might have been chance involved, but there are no tragedies happen.
Hey, Gare.
Oh, Hank, what have you found?
I was looking up here with the hanging stuff. Look, this is no junk up here, Gare. That's the pelvic bone of a cow.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And look at this, a horse collar, Henry.
What do I estate get?
Isn't that nice?
Either one of them make a wonderful...
Say, here's a nice-looking fellow. Good evening, sir. Would you like to say a few words to the... No, I guess that's...
Well,
hey, Henry. Hey, Gary, look at this.
That just gives you a rough indication. Now, Bill... Whatever it is, I didn't do it. Bill?
This is mine, Henry.
Oh, William.
Mine? Mine.
William. Back.